Hello and welcome to Coffee Lovers TV. On the show today, we're going to be taking a look at a new project by Ladro Coffee Roasting here in Seattle, Washington. Now, this is Ladro's new Sinergia project, which is probably best explained by me just sharing their explanation of the project with you. So first off, let me take a quick look at the packaging. We'll do this again because I haven't opened this yet. So this is how they're packaging these coffees. It kind of feels like there's probably a bag inside of this. This isn't so much, this isn't a box as much as it is really fancy paper wrapping, probably around a bag. It's kind of sealed at the top here, and they have this nice little, it's the Ladro symbol. So the Sinergia Project, Better Together. These exceptional coffees are chosen and roasted individually to highlight each varietal's absolute best characteristics. The result is a blend that is greater than its parts. So this first one that they have here includes Kenya Kairumandi and Kenya Ichamara. Taste notes: Assam tea, lemongrass, key lime. So it's two different varietals. It sounds like roasted separately and then blended together afterwards. So really nice, fancy packaging. I love it. I want to go ahead and read you their explanation of the Sinergia Project. It's a project designed to bring coffee aficionados exquisite and unique coffees delicately roasted to create a high-end blend greater than the separate coffees. CEO Jack Kelly found himself taking Ladro Roasting's single origin coffees and blending them together. Kelly explains, "I was often surprised how things tasted. Bringing different flavors together to highlight the best attributes of each became the goal. I'd focus on sweetness, acidity, and body. When I hit high marks in each category, I found an exponential benefit. A synergy had been achieved." So it sounds like this is going to be an ongoing project, and they're going to do this with a number of different single origins and micro lot coffees and that sort of thing, which is really intriguing. I've always enjoyed a really good blend. I think that in the grand market of coffee, the grand marketplace of coffee, that blends kind of get a bad rap, mostly because they used to be used to blend lower quality coffees together to hide defects to make coffee drinkable, or they were blended out of just the necessary convenience of needing to do that, of not being able to manage the separate coffees. But there are a lot of companies doing really great blends these days. They're taking high quality single origin coffees, they'll blend them together and roast them, or they'll roast them and then blend them together. This particular blend appears to be a post-roast blend. So again, like I said, both coffees are roasted separately and then blended afterwards. That's what it sounds like. And we're gonna find out. So let's go ahead and open this up, and then I'll take a smell, and then I'm gonna brew it on the Kalita Wave, and we'll see what it's like. So, like I said, I haven't opened this yet. Nice little packaging. And this is just kind of glued at the top. Oh yeah, it's just, looks like this really fancy paper wrapping around one of their usual bags. So that's the packaging. And here's the typical coffee bag. It's a big old to-do to open up this coffee. All right, see if I can do this without scissors. Oh, there we go. Scissors probably would have been a better idea. All right. So really lightly roasted coffee. It's got a rich aroma of like subtle sweetness, like honey. And it smells like honey. It smells like honey and flowers. I could also see lemongrass on there. I'm probably seeing that because it's written on the thing, but I could see that, maybe a little bit of lime, but really my initial upfront aroma impression is honey and flowers. I don't think you're gonna be able to see this on the actual video. Yeah, it's definitely a lightly roasted coffee. I can't really tell. I mean, they both look like they're roasted about the same. I'm assuming I have handfuls of both coffee in here. I definitely have a lot of coffee beans of different sizes, but I just kind of wanted to see how it looked. A lot of times, post-roast blended coffees, you have one coffee that's roasted much more than the other, and it's really obvious that they're that way. Okay, honey and flowers. So we're gonna go ahead and brew this up on the Kalita Wave, and then we're gonna see how it tastes. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back, and I've brewed up this Ladro Roasting Kenya and Kenya on the Kalita Wave. It's interesting trying to name this coffee. Sinergia Project. That's the whole project. And this coffee is the Kenya Karumandi and the Kenya Ichamara. Kenya and Kenya. I guess usually when people do blends, they name the whole blend and then tell you what's in it. And this blend is named the coffees that are in it. Because that's what, ooh. That's got an interesting sweetness to it. So I let this sit a little bit to cool off because it is a, these coffees in it are distinctly lightly roasted. So I know that the flavors are gonna come out a lot more if it cools just a little bit. It's still hot, but wow. I mean, I've got the flavor notes on here. So black tea is really easy to see. The lime, the lemongrass, I can see all that. Aroma is really tea-like as well, but with an interesting level of sweetness to it also. It's got a really good depth, richness and sweetness. This is actually quite intriguing. As I mentioned, I do like a really good blend. I think that you can have a blend of really good single origin coffees. Oftentimes, the blends are done, I guess there would be two main reasons that blends are usually done. One is to create a specific taste experience that you need multiple coffees to do. The second is to create a consistent coffee that the roaster can offer that will stay about the same taste experience through the seasons, because coffee is a seasonal product. And if you're dealing with single origin coffees, you're blending single origin, roasting single origin coffees, the coffees are going to change year on year. So sometimes roasters might find for a particular blend that they'll have to change the coffee, one of the coffees that's in it in the next harvest, just because the coffee's changed and they need something else to keep the taste experience roughly the same. So those are kind of the two main reasons to blend. This is a bit different. This is taking kind of a different approach to blending. The taste experience of this is like drinking a single origin coffee. It's really good. I think they say key lime on here. Key lime? Key lime. So the sweetness that I'm tasting along with the lime is probably where that's coming from. So this is delightfully delicious. Like, I know it's a blend that has this distinct taste experience that I would anticipate from a single origin. Like lots of different flavors, depth of sweetness, richness. It's mostly the depth of different tastes and acidity on here that I think is really intriguing me. Hard to explain how this is like the experience of drinking a single origin, but it's a blend, whereas blends clearly are like the experience of drinking a blend. I think in a typical blended coffee, a high quality blended coffee, the taste experience is a bit more simple because some of the nuances are blended in. And you could say lost. Some of the nuances can be lost in a blend, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You get a particular taste experience that you're looking for that's really delicious. But in this, I'm finding myself digging around for all the different flavors. The acidity is great, the sweetness. This is a good job. I'm excited to see what they come up with next. That has been Ladro Coffee Roasting's new Sinergia project. This is their first, the Kenya Karumandi, the Kenya Ichamara. I'm gonna have fun drinking the rest of this bag. So thank you so much for watching. Ladro Roasting, local roaster here. We've actually had them featured in Coffee Lovers Magazine in the past. You'll see a link at the end of this video. You can go download a free issue. You can get the issue featuring Jack Kelly, CEO of Ladro. Read all about what he's up to, what they do, and maybe go get yourself a bag of this coffee. It's great.